Some characters in role-playing games exist just to give you a quest or sell you a potion before disappearing into the background. But the ones that we're going to talk about today are the kind that you'll remember long after you finish the game, and for all the wrong reasons. They're evil, creepy, and highlight the darkness of their worlds. Let's get into it. We're starting off with one of the most disturbing characters in Cyberpunk 2077, Fingers the Ripper Doc. If you've ever come upon his grimy clinic, you can tell before even meeting him exactly what kind of person you're dealing with. He's built his entire career around exploiting the most vulnerable people in Night City, providing them substandard cybernetic implants. It's also well known that he takes advantage of his patients both sexually and financially, because he knows that if someone is coming to him, they can't afford to go anywhere else. One look at his operating space with his bedroom attached to it, and it tells you everything. It'll leave a sick feeling in your stomach. There isn't much Fingers won't do to satisfy his own selfish and sadistic wants. He is an example of Night City at its absolute worst, and honestly, being able to punch him in the face is one of the most satisfying things that the game lets you do. Fingers isn't the only character on this list who thrives from victimizing others, but where Fingers is calculated and predatory about it, Orin the Red from Baldur's Gate 3 takes a much different approach. Orin's bloodlust goes way beyond what you'd expect from even the most evil characters in Baldur's Gate 3. It's not just the act of violence that she enjoys, it's the fear that comes with it. The moment when her victims realize what's going to happen. She drags out their suffering, playing with them and enjoying every second of it. As a chosen of Baal, Lord of Murder, she's well qualified for her role. Like, her resume, she checks off all the boxes. But what's even worse about her that makes her feel more terrifying than most other antagonists in the game is her lack of impulse control. Most villains operate based on plans and strategy, but she'll snap or act on impulse. She's over the top and she's very unpredictable. You never know exactly what you're gonna get with her, but she is devoted to murder, so that probably gives you a few hints. Following Orin the Red's favor for mocking and dragging out her victims' suffering, we have Pickman from Fallout 4, who has turned the suffering of raiders into a twisted work of art for all to see. There's a lot of violence and brutality in the Commonwealth, no way around it, so it takes a lot to have the impact that Pickman has had. Unlike most, Pickman isn't killing to survive. He's killing because he's a serial killer, but he doesn't simply kill for the sake of killing. He treats murder and torture as a form of art, a way that he expresses himself, I suppose. He kidnaps raiders, poses their remains, and uses their blood to paint eerie works of, in air quotes, art. And he's clearly a fan of every part of the process. The kidnapping, the torture, the art, and the taunts that he leaves with whatever is left of his victims, challenging other raiders to find him. What makes him especially chilling is that he targets raiders who he knows no one in the Commonwealth is going to be bothering to help. That's not random, that's a calculated decision. His story might just be a short side quest, but that doesn't make it any less unsettling. Now, our final entry is a bit different than the first three. Fingers, Orin, and Pickman have all fully embraced who they are, but the Gloom Howler from Dragon Age the Veilguard is disturbing because she's so corrupted from who she once was. The Gloom Howler wasn't always an unsettling, ghoulish creature who kidnaps griffins. She used to be a Grey Warden named Asaya. She cared deeply for the griffins and made great sacrifices to protect them. But years of guilt, solitude, and the Blight twisted her into something unrecognizable. She now seeks vengeance against the Wardens, and she's completely convinced that infecting the remaining griffins with the Blight will quote-unquote protect them from any future harm that she believes that the Wardens could do to them. Everything she does now is so far from anything that she ever stood for, and that makes her such a disturbing character. It's not just the external part, it's not just the creature that she became, but the process that she experienced of losing herself. So which of these four characters do you think is the most disturbing? Let me know in the comments, and please let me know if there are any creepy characters that I missed. This is a list that I feel could keep going for a while, so if you all enjoy it, let me know, and I would love to put out a follow-up in the future. If you like more content like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.